Is it starting to get cold by you yet? Because fall is slowly making its way here in Georgia, so I thought it was a perfect time for me to sit down with you and talk about how to transition your skin care routine for the fall, how to prep your skin for colder weather. If you're new here, my name is Yanique. I like to talk a lot about skincare, self-care, and a lot about fashion, but today I am focused on skin. So if you like this type of content, stick around, like this video, subscribe if you're new, and let's hop into these tips. In the summer, you probably were reaching for more of your lightweight gel consistency type of products. You were probably focused a little bit more on antioxidants and sun protection, which you're still going to need your SPF in the fall and winter months, so let's not even try it. Okay, but now that we are starting to get hit with a little bit more cooler weather as we transition into fall and then winter, we have to start treating our skin a little bit more differently because it's going to be a different environment. So for me, I naturally have drier skin. I am going to see a little bit more dryness in the winter than I would in the summer, and so I'm going to transition my skincare routine to prepare for cold weather to help my skin not get as dry as if I still try to use the same products I was using in the summer. So I'm going to be giving you a couple of tips that you need to look at in your skincare products, in your routine, just a couple of things that can help you prevent your skin from regressing or you seeing like it turned for the worse because you weren't prepared for colder weather. So my first tip is to declutter. Right? Pull out all of your skincare products. You probably won't have a crazy collection as I do because I'm a content creator, so I have a lot of skincare products, right? But it's time for you to sit down, look through your products, pull out some of the things that have kind of pushed to the back because you were using them last fall and winter, and you want to check the expiration dates. Our skincare products do have shelf lives, so you just want to make sure that anything that is old or expired you toss and get rid of because they will harbor bacteria that you will be applying back to your face, and that'll cause you breakouts. So let's not do that, okay? Go through your products, look at the back. They usually has like kind of looks like a jar, and it has like months, 6M, 12M, 18M, and depending on when you purchased, you should know whether or not that product is still good to go or it's probably time to toss it. Okay, so that's step one. Declutter your skincare and your beauty too while you at it. Okay, second, it is time to start thinking about layering hydration. So I actually started to cut back on this a bit during the summer, but now that we're transitioning into fall winter, I'm going to start pulling back out my hyaluronic acid serum to be my base hydration before I add any other serums or my moisturizer, right? So for me, I like the Ordinary's hyaluronic acid serum. Not my preference, but I will make it do. It's a great budget friendly option. You know, my favorite hyaluronic acid serum is the Peter Thomas Roth hyaluronic cloud serum is Bay, so I'm probably going to be pulling that back out, or even starting to layer hyaluronic acid based toners into my routine so that I can get that boost of hydration to avoid any kind of flakiness or dry patches that might try to make its way come with the lower temperatures, the wind, and with us bumping up the heat in our homes, in our cars. Okay, so that's the first thing that you probably want to look at if you do deal with drier skin or drier skin in the colder months. Start thinking about pulling out your hyaluronic acid serums or your moisturizing products to layer into your skincare routine. The second thing that goes with that is now your moisturizer. Now it's probably time to put away those gel consistency moisturizers and start pulling back out the creamy ones. So for the summer, I was using Clinique's 100-hour moisture surge. As we start to transition out to fall, I'll probably start pulling back out my Fresh Youth Preserve Lotus moisturizer. And then another option would be the CeraVe moisturizing cream if it starts getting really dry. It's a thicker consistency moisturizer. If you have closed comedones, you want to be I wouldn't say wary, but cautious with that one because a couple of you have said that it has caused your closed comedones to be worse. So that's something to look out for. I haven't had that experience, but it's still worth noting because some of you have had that experience, okay? Another thing is that you can start introducing the squalane oils back. I kind of left that one to the wayside during the summer because I just really didn't need it. But now as it's getting colder, I might start ending my skincare routine with a facial oil like squalane oil. You know that I have fungal acne, so I won't be using like the jojoba oil or the rosehip oils. Great options if you don't have fungal acne. For us over here, we will stick with the squalane oil, and I might start introducing that into my routine as my final step, maybe a couple times a week, gauging on how my skin is handling the heat in my house and colder weather outside. The third thing that you want to start to consider is cutting back on how much exfoliation you are doing during the week. Again, exfoliation is very important, so I don't want you to think you can completely cut it out. For me, I cannot completely cut out exfoliation, but I might change the strength of exfoliation or how I'm going about exfoliating. So in the colder months, I start to pull back out my Dermalogica daily microfoliants. I find that to be very effective for keeping those dry flakes at bay, but keeping my skin really renewed without being super harsh, because it's colder. I don't want to use harsher treatments in the winter unless it's absolutely necessary. So that also applies to my use of retinoids. You know that I have been using Differin, aka adapalene gel, every other night in my nighttime skincare routine. As we go into the winter, I'll probably cut that back to even every third night as my skin needs it, right? Like if I see my skin regressing, then I'll start using it again every other night. But for now, I'll probably start weaning myself down to every third night just to keep my skin as moisturized as possible. Again, I have drier skin that tends to go more on the sensitive side. I don't have completely sensitive skin, but I do have sensitive areas on my face. So I'm going to cut back on treatments, cut back on exfoliation, and I'll probably stick to doing more clay-based masks like the Nola Skin Essentials Oh Well Aqua Mask, Biossance Glycolic Renewal Mask will probably be another thing that I use for exfoliation. And these are things that I'll probably just be using once a week while I'm focusing more on moisture and less on harsher exfoliating treatments. Another thing I want you to think about as you start switching your thermostat over to heat is to start breaking back out that humidifier, right? We want that moisture back into the air to keep our face or our skin from being sucked dry of the moisture that we naturally have. Turn back on your humidifier. It's like an overnight facial, right? Like you want that moisture back into your skin, back into your face, keep you nice and hydrated. That is going to be key for surviving the colder months. So as you start preparing your house for fall, grabbing fall wardrobe, picking up pumpkin spice everything, make sure that you're also transitioning your skincare routine to give your skin the best chance at consistency, at consistently being healthy as the weather starts to change. Like I said previously, increase the layers of hydration in your skin. Start cutting back on those exfoliating treatments or your retinoids. Not cut them out, just cut back some just to give your skin a little bit more recovery as it starts dealing with colder weather outside and increased temperatures inside, okay? Our skin tends to get drier during the winter, especially if you're a dry skin babe like me. As we transition into colder months, this is when you might start seeing the dry patches increase. So you want to make sure that you focus a lot on moisture. And overall, just treat your skin well. Watch how it's doing as you try new products or swap out products or use products that you haven't used in a couple of months. Your skin will tell you exactly what it needs. You just have to listen to it, okay? I hope this was helpful. Like this video if you found it to be helpful. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.